All right, it's rolling. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That works. And how do we know each other?
From Bakersfield, California, where you were starting to do comedy, theater sports when you were 18.
What? I never did theater sports.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Was it comedy sports by the time? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, theater sports ended in 1987.
Yeah, I came in '89.
Okay.
Yep. You'd already changed it over.
Yeah. Okay, so comedy sports. I'll never forget the auditions. Well, no, the workshop that James Bailey ran, when a woman ran into, or James pushed her into a wall
Okay.
accidentally.
Okay.
She left her lipstick marks on the wall.
I don't remember this.
You know, she later got the Valley flu.
Valley fever?
Fever.
Yeah.
Fever.
From the wall?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
That's possible. She also put a hole in the wall. Was the game, I got liver and cheese. I got a spoon. And then chase each other. Something like that. And one team tries to chase the other team.
Wow.
And catch them in a small room.
See, I remember the audition. I don't remember any of the workshops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember the audition at TB Talent, and you and James were there. And we played Object Freeze,
Yeah.
and Emotional Symphony, and Freeze Tag.
Okay.
And I think that was the entire audition.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't think you're lying to me. I don't know why you would do that.
There might have been Dr. Know-It-All in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're aware of this trip that I'm on?
Well, you know, I'm aware that you took some acid before the interview and
Yep.
tripping. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that, and that's okay. And you're going around the country
Yeah.
and talking to people involved in the arts.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Mostly I'm visiting people I know and who've been friends over time, especially those I haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
So that's what brought me to Milwaukee, because I was excited to visit with you and Jen.
You've been all over the country.
Almost.
The east, the northeast,
Yeah.
south,
Yeah.
now the Midwest.
Some of it, yeah.
You've been to Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you are aware of it.
Great. Yes,
All right.
I'm very aware. You're here tonight. And
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah. I'm excited to be in Milwaukee. I mean, there's a certain. I looked at Chicago as a pilgrimage to Mecca, since that's the center of improv. It seems like,
It is.
but equally, almost as excited, maybe more excited to come through Milwaukee.
It's the home of comedy sports, I think.
Yeah.
And we may not do another tournament, but I invited everybody to come to our fundraiser for the Chudnow Fund.
What is that?
That's my son died of an accidental overdose.
Okay. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I don't know why I think everybody knows that, you know, but they
I did know. That's a very difficult personal issue, and so I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, I stuttered a little when I talk about it, and I stutter every time I talk about it.
Absolutely.
It's a weird kind of thing. But anyway, I invited the tournament people at this last tournament to come in. It's a great chance to see Milwaukee, because we may be out of that space in 3 years because someone else bought the building. We sold the building. So we may not be in that building anymore, and you know that building. It's really a spectacular space.
It really is.
Yeah. So I would like everybody to see that and to be at the fundraiser.
When is the fundraiser?
November 17th. It's going to be the Chudnow High School reunion and dance.
Okay.
And so the comedy sports characters will play graduates from the, high school, from Chudnow High School, and the people that come in, get tickets, will have a name tag with their name and then what they were at the high school. So they could be a teacher, an ex-teacher, the librarian, the principal, the vice principal, the custodian, whoever they want to be. And the comedy sports people interact with them as that person, if they want to. You can tell people when someone doesn't want to, like today at the show, people who don't want to interact. They don't want to be a part of it. They want to be spectators. So that's November 17th.
And
at Comedy Sports.
And it's a fundraiser.
Yeah, for the Chud Nation Fund. It funds groups like Shatterproof and more local things like the Community Advocates and New Life School, which deals with prevention. I think it's too late after you get addicted.
Right.
Yeah, some people get into rehab and they get through it and they never go back, but you got to get them before they start doing the drugs.
Right.
And that's what we try to contribute the money to.
How does somebody contribute to that fund if they can't attend the event?
Go to chudnation.com.
Okay.
CHUDNAYSHUN.
Because I have some personal connection to addiction issues, and I've had people close to me who have struggled with addiction, and it's a cause.
Everybody knows somebody. It's just like everybody knows someone who has cancer, who had cancer.
Yeah.
Everybody knows someone who went through addiction and has gone through rehab.
So I feel fairly personally strongly about that particular cause myself. I'd like to figure out whether I can come, and if I can't, definitely tender a donation.
Great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, this is a way more serious topic than most of the videos have been, and this is...
Sorry, my fault.
No, not at all. Not at all. And you're the last person that I would have expected a serious video to come out of.
Well, I'm not... you lose something when you get older. You don't... I don't know what it is. You always want to entertain. That's the entertainer. You're stand-up and you've done improv, and it's the need to entertain people all the time, and that kind of fades for me as I got older. So if this was an interview in the past, I would have been trying to entertain you the whole time.
Right.
And now I don't care about you.
Now, see, I'm the other kind of performer that I'm often off when I'm not on stage, and a switch flips when I go on stage. Because, when I'm on stage, there's a smiling, joking, charisma to it. But then when I come off stage, it's often night and day. Maybe you've seen in the last spending time today that I can be very quiet and reserved. And
Well, I remember you, but you were always like that.
Yeah.
You weren't a when stand-ups are in comedy sports, sometimes in the green room everybody's trying out new material.
Right.
It's kind of a drag.
Yeah.
So
I think my thing is I've grown up, and I said to somebody earlier that I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't gotten comedy sports at 18, but I grew up around such amazingly funny people that I just sit back and watch them do their thing. Around Johnny, around Derek, around the other people that played for Comedy Sports Bakersfield, and then you go to a tournament and there's such high power electricity in every city, and there's so many funny people, and
it is that describes it perfectly.
Yeah.
This electricity and the over the top yes and I love you and you love me,
right,
and we're a happy family. It is over the top. It's great, but people aren't really trying to entertain each other so much. It's the excitement of it. It's amazing. It's electric. But anyway, let's get back to me.
Of course. Yeah.
I used to, just for attention's sake, and want people to like me, and the way to get people to like you is to entertain them.
Okay.
So that's kind of, it's less,
Yeah.
much less.
But I've always loved the way that you find opportunities that other people don't see. Like, I mean, we were talking about the venue, both in this conversation and earlier. They're the devil's in the details. There are things all over that venue that make it an experience when you walk in that other people may not notice or think about as an opportunity to find humor.
Well, you didn't see the skybox.
No, they seated me front and
Right,
center.
and that I don't, I may, if I remember it, I may point it out to people if I'm in the space, but it's hidden in the corner. It's one of those things you go, hey, when I was there, I saw the skybox. It was just a box nailed to the wall,
Yeah.
up near the ceiling. So they're not going to. That to me is. If you go to a place, and each time you go to the place, you see something new. You see a new sign that you didn't see before.
Yeah.
It's like the movie we saw tonight. To go back to see what things you missed.
Yeah.
In the first viewing.
Yeah, I need another viewing to look at how Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is structured.
Yeah.
And what kind of Western is layered into every level of that film.
Yeah.
Because I had somebody ask me, what did you think? And I'm hesitant to answer. Oh no, my phone is almost full, so you're going to get out early. I'm hesitant to answer because it just came out, and it's a kind of movie I think everybody needs to see their own thing in.
Yeah.
Since I'm running out of time, we're at 12 minutes. Do you have anything you want to say in closing?
No, have a great trip.
Thank you.
I think it's a really neat thing you're doing. And it'd be interesting to see the chronicle of your journey and what you end up with.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you.